February 21st, 2025, Dubai, inside Bybit. An engineer approves a routine transfer between two of the company's own wallets. It is a transaction the team has performed hundreds of times. This time, the wallet on the other end is not Bybit's. In under 2 minutes, $1.5 billion in Ethereum leaves Bybit's cold storage. Gone. This is the largest single theft in the history of cryptocurrency. It was not carried out by a lone hacker or a criminal gang chasing a payday. The FBI says it was carried out by a government. This is how it happened and why it keeps happening. Before crypto, there was a bank in Bangladesh. In 2016, the same group attempted to steal nearly $1 billion from Bangladesh Bank's account at the Federal Reserve in New York, using fraudulent transfer requests on the SWIFT banking network. A single typo, the word foundation, misspelled, triggered a manual review that stopped most of it. Even so, $81 million got out, largely through casinos in the Philippines, and was never recovered. It was a warning. The target had simply moved from banks to something with far fewer checks: cryptocurrency. The group responsible is known publicly as Lazarus. Cybersecurity researchers have tracked it since at least 2009. U.S. authorities link it directly to North Korea's Reconnaissance General Bureau, a military intelligence agency. In 2017, the same group was behind WannaCry, a ransomware attack that hit more than 150 countries in a single weekend, crippling parts of the UK's National Health Service. Researchers estimate it cost the global economy several billion dollars in disruption, from code that was given away for free. That attack made headlines and then faded. What came next did not. In 2018, hackers linked to the group stole $530 million from Coincheck, a Japanese exchange, at the time, the largest crypto theft ever recorded. In 2022, they breached Ronin Network, the system behind the game Axie Infinity, and took $620 million. In 2025, Bybit, $1.5 billion, another record. 3 different platforms, 3 different countries, 3 different blockchains. One actor. By the mid-2020s, researchers attributed more than half of all cryptocurrency stolen worldwide to groups linked to North Korea. The Bybit theft did not begin with Bybit. It began with a single laptop belonging to an engineer at Safe, a separate company that builds the multi-signature wallet software many exchanges rely on. The attackers compromised that engineer's machine. Through it, they altered what Bybit's own signers saw on their screens when they went to approve a transfer. Bybit's team approved what they believed was routine. They had, in effect, handed over the keys. Spear-phishing emails to employees, fake job offers sent to software developers at crypto companies, complete with coding tests that secretly install malware the moment they're opened, and the money itself never sits still. Once stolen, funds are split into thousands of smaller transactions, moved across multiple blockchains, run through mixing services designed to obscure their origin. In 2022, the U.S. Treasury sanctioned one such mixer, Tornado Cash, by name, specifically citing its use in laundering hundreds of millions tied to this same group. U.S. prosecutors have charged American citizens for running what they called laptop farms, apartments filled with company laptops, shipped by unsuspecting employers to a U.S. address, then remotely accessed from overseas. According to United Nations Panel of Experts reports, the proceeds from these operations are a direct funding source for North Korea's ballistic missile and nuclear weapons programs. North Korea's entire economy is estimated at roughly $30 billion a year. $3 billion in stolen cryptocurrency, accumulated since 2017, is not a side project. If a bank in one country is robbed and the trail leads to a building in another country, a building with a flag outside and an army around it, there is no question about who did it. There is no extradition treaty with North Korea. There never has been. Blockchain analysts mapped the stolen money as it split across thousands of wallets within hours. Somewhere right now, a recruiter is messaging a software developer about a remote job. A coding test is attached. The developer has no way to know who's on the other end.